So how does it feel to be on a big time show like ours? You know, like
Bam.
Fuck, man. Yeah, I'm still got the jitters. This morning I woke up and I'm like, fuck, man, I'm finally going on.
Sorry, Maz, you can't swear.
Oh
Well,
shit!
no,
Can
we-
you just
we-
like beep? Can you just, hey, Jawad can go beep.
the whole episode is beep beep,
Yeah.
but it's actually called Bam Bam. That's our episode.
Can't you just do it every time I fucking swear? Just go bam.
Yeah,
Yeah,
But
but you
like-
know what we should do actually? You know how Batman they used to have like the pow and this and
exactly.
that. We should get Joad to put
Bam.
Bam,
yeah.
our logo, and put
You're a
that.
genius.
I know. I'm
Yeah.
gonna say.
Fucking genius.
I'm full of good ideas.
How'd you guys come up with bam, anyways?
Brokeassmillionaires.
I know. So who's broke? Who's the ass? You're definitely the ass. Which one's the millionaire?
we don't want to tell people because we don't want to get your house
We
robbed.
actually haven't.
Yeah,
figured it out
Okay, but how did you guys come up with bam?
It's been something that we kind of say all the time that, you know, when you invest in real estate, you're always a broke ass millionaire up until one day you sell and then you start living off the income or what. It depends on your strategy.
And you just become a millionaire or an ass millionaire.
So really,
Take the
you're
broke out of
equity
it.
rich all the time, right? You're very, very equity rich, and you grow that portfolio more and more. But when it's like having a lottery ticket. If I give you a lottery ticket today and I told you, hey, that's $1 million lottery ticket, but you can't touch it, you can't actually take that money until 25 years from now. You're gonna take care of that lottery ticket. You're gonna maintain it. You're gonna put it in a glass like cover. You're gonna take it out
You mean
on
like a
dates.
Nothing-
Frame.
Yeah, glass cover.
Yeah, like a glass, like a glass cover. I don't want to talk about glass too much because then
Yeah.
My
Maz
glass
gets
eye.
sensitive. He gets sensitive about it. You know, Maz, I noticed that you have lots of facial hair, and
This is a joke that he said this one up.
yeah, watch.
Your hair's just like
You gotta get roasted.
I
wanted to get lots of facial hair too,
Yeah.
and I wasn't sure, but
like lotfulrealty facial hair.
yeah, but then it grew on me.
Wow. Can we restart?
I won't lie. I thought you were going somewhere completely different with
I
this
thought
joke.
you knew where he's going.
No,
thought
I
he was
didn't. I
going-
was just thought he was going to refer to the fact that you have no hair on your head, then you
No.
have it all on your beard. But I guess you didn't go there.
That's something you should.
We talk a lot about facial hair and head hair that you don't have.
Yeah,
You know one of the reasons I came on the show is just so I can see your
so you
hair.
can see my hair live.
You should touch
If
it.
I ever grew my hair,
You
you're
should-
pretty much the reason I would grow my hair.
feel it, Elliot.
Yeah, actually
feel it.
touch it.
Yeah, yeah.
Why does Elliot get to feel it?
Yeah,
Like
why does he-
he's
closest
always like
to
the
it.
designated
Dude, that's
feeler.
perfect waves too. Perfect
Yeah,
shades of
but you
gray.
see, there's not a lot of gel in there. It's not really hard.
Would you
It's
say
not
there's
like
50
Elliot.
shades of gray in there?
It's probably more shades of gray actually than 50.
Yeah.
Oh, it's sexy though.
Yeah,
There's
he's trying to
probably
take
like-
a shot at me.
there's
Like,
like
I don't know
50
what you know in the
pounds of-
silver fox, bro. Like, I'm not worried.
No, I'm taking a shot.
I make it work, bro.
Why
Silver
does he
fox?
think
Like, why would you think that there's a fox in that?
But
You
why would
just-
you think-
What does the fox say?
But why would you think I'm taking a shot? I actually like your hair a lot,
Thanks,
man.
man. I
because he's
appreciate it.
been.
He doesn't know
I
if
really
you
like
fail a
yours.
compliment. He's been hanging out with you too much.
Yeah, no, he gets
It's true.
roasted.
I get ready when the compliment comes. I just wait for the
Like
fucking,
it's a backdoor compliment.
It's yeah.
But mine was just a front
You know,
door.
Omar is all
Is it
about that
backdoor,
back door.
Yeah, he loves the back door. But honestly, that was a front door compliment. There was
Thanks,
no.
buddy.
That's
Appreciate
it.
it.
Just
Like, did you
knocked.
ring the doorbell?
I just knocked. He
Yeah, he
opened. I give the
knocked.
compliment, and I left.
But like, it's kind of like those people that come and sell you stuff, like the hot water tanks and the furnaces. By the way, that's prevalent in Barhaven. If you live in Barhaven, somebody comes, knocks on your door, and says, "Hey, do you want to have a rental equipment?" It is like the most out of all the neighborhoods I've seen rental equipments for furnaces and for.
That's so. I find that funny actually when I look at listings and I see like air
ACs.
conditioning
Yeah.
and furnaces are on rent or on
but
lease.
it's really like concentrated in like particular pockets of Barhaven.
Really.
Yeah, but other neighborhoods we don't find it as much. I guess the door-to-door knocking was very successful in certain
It's
neighborhoods.
very targeted.
Yeah, yeah.
But what, I don't understand why the Jehovah's Witnesses are not doing this. Because they're already knocking on your doors, no?
Do you want them to
Why,
sell?
why does this guy gotta go like straight to people's ethnicities and their
I know we're
religion?
going there. Like,
One
they're already-
episode on our
they're already-
podcast, we're gonna get canceled. No one's gonna want to watch this
They're
after
already
this.
knocking on the doors, man.
He's probably doing this on purpose. Like, guys,
yeah.
let me on and want to get some viewership.
Yeah,
Get
he's
some
just-
viewership.
You guys
No,
canceled.
he's gonna get us fucking canceled. The whole fucking everything's gonna crumble like a house of cards.
Cancel. That means like we have like millions of viewers. This
Before
guy
they canceled. You got
Like,
me all figured out.
700,000.
Yeah.
Did-
Okay. No, but this is a serious
Okay,
matter.
let's dug it.
ACs
Maybe-
as a rental. Come
Yeah,
on.
yeah, I know. I've seen that a few times.
A lot of
Yeah.
those companies got sued though, because they're aggressively going to people's houses.
Is that true?
Yeah, I'm being serious.
Really? Eh?
Yeah. yeah.
Did they lose that?
Well, you're now not
Like
allowed
what
to
is
go
the
door to door
threshold?
anymore.
You're not allowed to go door to door at
No,
all.
you're not allowed to go door to door anymore.
No,
to go
go
sell
closer.
How close? I'm not going that close.
Yeah,
Yeah,
seriously.
bro,
Cameraman,
he's gotta
I'm
hear
good.
it.
See, he's good, man. Why are you trying
See, he
to?
said
closer.
closer.
Yeah, he said
Shit,
closer.
like this much?
Jacob
More than
said
this?
Or
closer.
speak a bit louder.
I'm just gonna
into
watch
the
what
mic.
you're doing.
It's close to my mouth, is it not?
No, Elliot, like
He perfected how close you put your
Oh,
mic.
for sure.
You're really good at
I'm
that.
used
Elliot
to it.
is always ready for a solo. Like, look, he's always
You think
ready.
I'm trying to
break
sing
out.
all the
Is
time?
yours? Why is yours lubed? Oh, is that coconut? Okay, guys.
Okay, let's actually
Alright.
start the episode. We should maybe
You know-
introduce who this is.
Yeah. Okay, well, this is Maziar from Maziar Mortgages.
very,
under,
very special guest.
very, very special guest.
Thank you for having me, guys,
Yeah.
today.
Okay, we're gonna
He
start
paid
the
a
episode
lot
now.
of money to be here.
He drives a white Mercedes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Not your typical Persian.
So this
Not
is
at all.
episode 8.
Is
If I'm
it?
not mistaken,
I
maybe
think so.
9. I think 8.
I've lost track.
No, it's episode 8
Yeah, but-
of the Brokeassmillionaires podcast.
Bam.
Please subscribe.
Damn.
Please.
What's that?
What'd you say?
I don't know. I thought we had a conversation before this that we were going to post this sooner
It
than
doesn't
later.
matter. It's the episode
But still,
nine.
yeah, it's still episode
This
9.
is like Star
like,
Wars, bro. You
in,
start
in
from
release.
So-
It's like a flash forward. Then.
exactly. You know
Okay,
how
I
like
get it.
Star Wars, you kind of started at the back, and then they gave you episode 1 afterwards,
I
and then
see.
showed you the
Yeah.
prequel.
So we're doing
This is
that?
exactly what we're doing. We're
Yeah.
starting at episode
Okay.
8, and then we're gonna show them the.
We're like
prequel
Star
after that.
Wars, essentially.
Okay.
We're the
Except-
Star Wars
yeah,
of
yeah.
podcasts.
Oh,
Exactly.
seen.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you're hearing this, you probably haven't heard episode 5, 6, 7 yet. So today we decided to bring on a very, very legitimate guest.
We actually begged to be on here, so we allowed him.
He actually
Yeah.
paid.
I've
He
been
said he
following
wants to
you.
pay.
I've been following you guys since day one, which is like 20 days ago.
35.
Yeah.
And I love your stuff so much. I'll go like and then unlike it and then like it again.
And then like it, yeah. So the algorithm is really messed
That's-
up right
yeah.
now. Thank you for
That
doing
makes
that.
a lot of sense.
Today we're going to talk mainly about mortgages, and we're going to grill Maz on his theories behind what's happening in the real estate market, in the mortgage market, and really his love story. So why don't we start with that? Why don't you tell us about how you proposed last week? Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you. I'm very excited. Can't wait.
Yeah,
To
tell us
have-
how like earlier you were telling Jacob about how you took your
Yeah, we
girlfriend
just
to-
went. We went to
The people need to know.
we went
more
to
about
Wendy's and we
Yeah.
were just scrolling on Instagram. We're like, yo, let's get married. She's like, sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's amazing. And then what did you do after?
Went to McDonald's.
Oh, nice. So you were.
Oh, so you went from Wendy's to McDonald's?
Yeah, we're still hungry.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Just-
But did
because
you,
she
I proposed.
vomited
actually,
after it all
yeah.
happened. Is that what it is?
No.
Like she was
Yeah.
just so excited you
With all the
vomited.
energy
Yeah.
and excitement.
And
So
and
much
so she
excitement.
said yes,
Yeah.
and then she's like, "Psych," and then there was like cameras.
No, she said
Yeah.
no at first because we're at McDonald's. I'm like,
Oh.
baby girl, I'll take you to Wendy's.
I thought you
you
started
said
at
Wendy's.
yeah,
Your
Fuck,
story's
my
not.
life- my life
your
is not
story-
working.
So if this
I'm
kind of
not
shows you
engaged.
anything, guys, you can't really use him as your
Yeah,
mortgage
you
agent
You can't trust
because the
this
story is
mortgage
just
agent.
kind of like
I'm
topple
not.
over.
I'm not. So okay. So
Yeah, as a
let's
mortgage
be-
brokers, they deal a lot with commitments.
Let's-
like clearly,
we have commitment issues.
that's all I was going for.
I love it.
You know, it's interesting because you guys, who is it? Because you guys been talking, chirping in that one group because my girlfriend's moving in, and then at the
Because
Christmas
you're doing
party,
your basement.
we're not getting engaged. We're not engaged. She's moving in, but at the Christmas party, I guess someone heard about us getting engaged because someone was joking about
I would
it.
never joke about
And then
that.
someone in the group goes to my girlfriend, "Oh my god, that ring! You guys are engaged."
Oh,
She had a ring
yeah.
on, and she's like, "This ring." I'm like, "Babe,
Oh my
just
god.
don't mind it.
Oh
Don't
my
mind.
god. I love
Imagine
it.
she's watching this. She's like, "Did he propose at Wendy's? Was that an actual
Was that me?
proposal? Was that me?"
Yeah.
She's gonna have to wait for the prequel to figure out.
Yeah.
She's not allowed to follow BAM."
No,
She
that's
can't watch it
unfortunate.
anymore. He's
not
like,
allowed
"Not
to
yet."
Maz actually went on her phone and blocked.
Yeah,
it.
He's one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, is there a reason why you decided to become a mortgage broker instead of a real estate agent?
Yeah, I just didn't want to steal all your business.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
I always thought it's because like you don't like stairs in houses because they're all up to something.
What did this guy just sit there like write a book of
She
lame
wrote
bad
these
jokes
out.
before he came
That
on
was
there?
really good. That was actually really good.
Yeah.
it was amazing.
But I just
Um,
I just figured.
Do you want a real story though?
Please.
Yeah, this is
Enlighten us.
the
Okay, so
viewership one.
I'm gonna be serious for a minute.
Okay.
I came from customer service background.
Can you put the microphone?
Sorry,
closer
how about
to-
this?
Yeah.
Can you hear me now? Okay, I came from a customer service background, and I get my first mortgage at RBC, and the service I got wasn't that good. So I'm like, hey, there's something here. So I take my mortgage course, and then, yeah, there hasn't been looking back since because I mean, our industry, same thing for you guys. It's all about customer service and interacting with people. I thought I had people skills, so I'm like, you know what, put this to use because I was bartending and serving.
Oh, so you were a bar star before?
I was a bar
becoming
star,
mortgage
yeah,
agent.
exactly.
Wow.
No, he's serving.
That's
That
what
actually
you don't remember?
explains-
I used to make you your porn stars.
That-
when you come to work?
Gee.
Yeah, that's between us. Okay, but yeah, no, that's why I got in.
You said you went to RBC.
Yeah.
So you went directly to the bank for
Yeah,
the mortgage,
yeah,
and
that was
then
my first mortgage.
when they gave you bad experience, you said like there's got to be a way for that to be better, and then decided to become.
Yeah, I just felt like I didn't learn anything.
I see.
And I'm sure same for all of us. We're trying to grow our business. A lot of our business growth is based on referrals, right?
Yeah.
Referrals and people sending their friends and family, or whether educating them how to become an investor. I didn't get that feeling when I went to the bank. So I'm like, you know what? There's something.
So
here.
it's like very transactional, or what didn't you like about
I
it?
just felt
Or-
like every question I asked was a stupid question,
Hmm.
right? Where like one of
So
my
were you asking stupid questions, or were they just,
100%.
or were they just making you feel like they were
100%.
stupid questions?
Listen. When you
Because I
don't,
always say there's no such thing as a stupid
Yeah.
question, right?
Yeah.
It's,
Stupid
all
people,
learning.
right?
It's a learning experience, but sure, Elliot. You fucking
a little bit of both.
It's
That's
what
it.
they told Rabieh all the time.
Yeah.
No, it's no stupid question. Rabieh.
No, it's that's a good question.
Yeah.
I was asking stupid questions, but I shouldn't feel like I'm asking stupid
100%. I
questions,
don't
right?
disagree.
So, and again, like even I'm sure you guys, when you're talking to your clients, you want them to learn the process, because when they learn the process, they say, okay, you know what, this is actually pretty exciting. Okay, now I know this, because knowledge is power.
Yeah.
And they start learning. Okay, you know what, I just bought my first house. What can we do next?
I
How
know
many
you
clients have
probably-
you had that come up?
He's probably right now. Rabieh is just thinking, "I've got the power."
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. I'm thinking of that cartoon, The Knowledge is Power.
Yeah.
You know those? I think there were commercials or the little
knowledge is
cartoons
power.
at the beginning and
power,
after
power.
of the shows, and the knowledge. Anyways, fuck.
No, nobody has a clue what you're saying.
It's okay.
It's like that Eve thing that you said the other day.
Bro.
Still,
What do you say?
yeah, he talked about Eve. Nobody,
Love is blind,
on.
and
Yeah,
it'll take over your mind. You don't know that song?
and then he said
Of course I do.
gel to
you
hold
putting
it and spray to mold it. I don't know, something stupid like that. And then
What are
see,
you-
look, he's like,
Are you Googling?
No,
Are you-
bring
He's
the
gonna
song
play
on.
the song.
okay, but you're gonna say
talking.
when
Keep talking.
so clients refer. You're just saying that 2 seconds ago.
Okay, so yes.
Can you see me or just like the back of my head? Like, is this all? This is all the camera
That's
sees.
all they need.
Just like the back of. In Arabic, we call this the efa. The back of the neck has a specific name,
Why
Is
the
that
F?
true?
efa, and then for love and tenderness, your father will always smack you on the efa.
That's what they told you it was for?
So that's actually I learned the hard way that that's not always endearing in all Arab cultures.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, in some Arab cultures, it's a big insult, and I almost got into a fist fight with a coworker.
No way.
Yeah, because
no.
I did it, and then
In my household, it's apparently
Yeah.
a love testament.
Yeah.
So you guys only got the hand? You didn't get the belt?
No, I think those are different things.
yeah, belts are for you to hold your pants up.
Don't know. We don't do that.
Is that-
whenever
did you
we
know
saw
that,
belt-
that's what it was used for?
No, we. Not till
the
I came.
Kleenex
Not till I
box,
came to
that's something
Canada. I don't know about the Kleenex.
I don't
box.
know. I don't know where that was
You
going.
never had the Xbox thrown at you?
No, that's
No,
soft,
that's
though.
the ship.
That's both.
Us is the belt, and the belts wasn't normal belts. It was like got like spikes on them.
Okay,
You
no,
get
that's
chased
intense,
by-
bro.
I
I'm
don't even
sorry.
know why you guys have
man.
that stuff. That's
No wonder you are the way you are.
that's a little kinky, no? Is
Now
that like
I think about
Rabieh's
it.
belt and then somebody borrowed it? And then...
No one borrowed the Rabieh's belt.
I'm
Okay, I'm gonna steer
But we
this
used to get
back on
chased.
track.
Yes, bring it back. Bring it
Let's
back.
Let's steer this back on
I
track.
asked you a question.
Okay, the question. What was the question, Elliot?
So why'd you become a mortgage broker
A real estate?
Yeah.
Is that what you're gonna say? A real estate?
instead of a real estate agent?
Like,
Did you do
Okay,
it like?
time out. I've got a better question.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
so time out or
I did
cancel?
want to.
Like,
actually
just timing
lead
him
it
out.
into a question.
Okay,
Okay.
Go
So you
ahead,
said
yeah.
you had a bad experience going to the bank directly.
exactly. Yeah.
So, because I have clients ask me this, what is the difference between going to the bank
I
directly?
love it. That's exactly what I was
Yeah.
doing.
That is a good
Tell us-
question.
tell us
Wow,
the
that's
difference.
a good question.
Why should we use the mortgage
that
agent over
conversation.
using the bank?
Yeah.
Okay.
And how can you improve somebody's life?
Oof, that's some deep questions. So look. I'll tell you this right
Well,
now.
just meeting him is step
Yeah.
one.
I understand why people go to the bank. My first experience was going to the bank. Why did people go to the bank or do go to the bank? Is that brick and mortar feeling. They feel like they can trust the bank. For me, when I started 6 years ago, I would say about 30% of people went to the broker side, 70 to the bank. I find more and more people are coming to us. It's about 50-50 now. Why? Because we have more resources. You go to one bank, you have that one product where I work with 86 different banks this year, okay?
I don't think that's how divisions work.
Yeah,
There was like,
you didn't know what I was doing in my head there.
You were just counting. There was a division.
But we have more resources. But to get to, what was your question again?
Why
so
a mortgage agent
Got it.
Over the bank, yeah.
I think it's good to have both options. Right, you go to your bank. I tell sometimes my clients ask. I said, go to your bank, see what your bank can offer you, because what we offer is different options. You go into a bank. If you're ever looking to break the penalty, you pay a higher penalty. That's why they give you a posted rate that's higher compared to us. We give you lenders that call monoline lenders. That if you do want to break the mortgage, it will charge you less. Also, when you come to us mortgage brokers, you don't have to make an appointment to go to the bank. And usually it's, till 4 o'clock? Your bank works till?
Yeah, something like that.
We work on the weekends, even weekdays. Sometimes Omar calls me at 9 o'clock to talk about
And
it.
he doesn't answer.
I wouldn't say sometimes.
Omar
I'd say,
picks up. If you pick up, if you call him, he doesn't pick up, you just text him, hey, I have a client for you. And he will pick up.
My
his
wife
phone.
does that all the time. That's the only way I call back.
Very impressive. You guys should try that. But to kind of summarize your question, Elliot, and I kind of went in circles there. People should come to the broker side, just A, to have that second option, and B, the flexibility of working after 4 o'clock. And there's also C, we care, building that long-term relationship with you. Right?
Yeah.
Because I want you to, as we were talking about earlier, send me your cousins and your cousins' cousins, especially you Lebs. You guys have cousins.
I'm not
He's not
Lebanese.
Lebanese.
Yeah.
It's funny, you went from looking
Third
at the left to
cousins.
looking at the Egyptian
Yeah.
guy calling him a Leb.
Yeah.
Don't honor him like that.
Oh,
He's not
come on. I was
Lebanese.
going to say something.
It's how he
Yeah.
gets
But
insulted every
married in,
time.
He is
I'm-
married in.
I'm
Yeah.
married. Yeah.
We've grandfathered him in. It's
Yeah.
okay.
You're pretty much loved now.
No, just Ottawa shawarma is like kind of transform a man. Like once you eat enough shawarma
Yeah.
with that garlic, you will speak Lebanese. It's automatic. Look at Rabieh. He's actually French. Look how much the garlic is coming out of that hair.
It's oozing like machismo.
Is that what that smell is? I was wondering what that smell is.
It's funny you say that because my wife puts quadruple, sometimes 5 times the amount of garlic in all the recipes. She's like, how does it taste? I'm like, it needs more garlic.
If I eat garlic too late at night, I
Yeah.
will have nightmares.
Yeah, you might get heartburn and have nightmares.
Can I ask you, did you Google these jokes?
This is not a joke. This is
No,
serious. This is serious. I cannot sleep if I have a late
He
shawarma.
actually has them written down.
Yeah.
And in the drive, he has Siri
Yeah,
read
yeah.
them to him constantly. Some people listen to music. Some people
Yeah.
listen to podcasts. Omar, he's got jokes
Just
ready
dad
to go.
jokes. Just dad jokes.
That was a good one. Keep going. I like your joke.
That wasn't a joke. That was actually serious.
So, question for you, Maz.
Yeah, man.
As a mortgage agent, I hear some people be like, well, why am I going to go to a mortgage agent, or why would I go to one over the other? They're all just going to offer me the same thing. They're going to offer me the same rates.
Mhm.
Something I hear frequently. What are your thoughts on this? Will every mortgage agent essentially offer you the same service rate? Why you over the next guy?
Why me? I'm the best.
What makes you the best?
Yeah, what makes you the best?
I always tell people, yes, we're mostly gonna all give you the same rate. Sometimes people will buy down a rate,
Okay.
but you find someone that you connect with. So the most important thing is, do you feel that you can trust this person? Right? We're all gonna give you some same rate. Some people will buy down the commission to give you a better rate, but then how much value are they giving you? Are you looking
Yeah.
at me a certain way, Omar? You got something to say?
He's actually
Yeah.
I was in awe that you said something smart. It was just weird.
It comes out once in a while.
Yeah. Okay, but don't you think that the rate is yes, people are very rate sensitive, and when you're going for a mortgage, but to me, being in this industry, I realize that there's so many different variables associated to it. Do you want to kind of talk about that?
Yes, I would love to. I thought you never
more
asked.
important things than the rate.
Yeah.
I mean, I was trying to segue him into just grabbing the bull by the horns and
Yeah.
just going off.
No, but
He's
he
nervous.
needs.
It's
But
okay.
I can keep going. I'm actually trying to stop myself from talking too
don't,
much.
bro.
brother,
This
I don't
is
want
your
to
this
take
is your
over.
time to
I
shine,
want to take
man.
over.
No, man.
You can't take over, bro. You can't.
Like you're not that guy, bro.
Yeah.
If I keep fucking swearing, I'll get shut down. Then I'll take over.
And we also wanted to ask you to
Okay.
do a retake of your Eminem song.
Well, the real Slim Shady. Please stand up. You want to
No.
go with me?
You could
be
do a
Kim.
duet with
I
Rabieh.
can
We've
be
been
Kim.
trying to get him to sing.
You can, yeah.
Rabieh wants to play Eve right now.
No, I stopped him.
Do it, man.
Yeah,
I want to
you
hear
guys.
Eve. What is this Eve?
All right, don't
Okay,
worry.
let's go talk about mortgages again.
Yeah,
So
So the value.
listen. I get it. Whenever we want to buy anything, we all want the best deal. It's normal, right?
yeah.
And people call and say, "Hey, I want the best rate," and I understand it. But sometimes that good rate will end up costing you more in the long run. Why, you may ask?
Yeah.
Why?
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 Good question.
Tell me, please. I would love to
Yeah.
know.
That's because some banks will give you, let's say, a 4.99, for example, and the rate might be really good. But let's say you want to make some extra payments or maybe consider breaking the mortgage. You're like, well, I'm not
Why
going
would I want to break the mortgage?
That's another
Oh,
good
we're
question.
going to talk about
Fuck.
that after.
I feel like we had this conversation before. But why would you break your mortgage? I mean, there's many things. Let's say you want to refinance, take some extra money out when the prices increase, or things don't work out. You propose to your girlfriend and you guys move in. Now you gotta sell the house because
She didn't like the
she didn't
proposal.
like the proposal at Wendy's
Or the ring.
or McDonald's, whichever
His
one it
house
was.
is coming up for
Yeah,
sale.
yeah.
Is it?
You heard?
Yeah.
Either way,
I got dibs.
you might need to break that mortgage,
I
right?
don't want to deal with him anyways.
I was gonna send it to you.
That's good.
Yeah,
I beat you to it.
yeah, okay, all right, I'll remember that.
Gotcha.
Just so you know, this is being recorded.
I know.
So I'll go
I
back
can't
to
wait for
this.
Joad to put his little meme guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Gotcha.
I wonder if he does one for me. He's gonna put hair or is he just gonna keep it like this?
I don't know.
I'm gonna talk to Joel.
We're splitting that cost.
That's an added cost.
Yeah.
I got you a gift card.
All those memes. Gift card.
I got you a gift card.
I got dinner instead of a gift
Why
card.
would you get a gift card?
What?
Why would you get a gift card?
You're just asking why for everything.
There's no reason behind it.
He wanted me to say why, so I'm here.
Why did I get a gift card for Omar?
Yeah.
Because he deserves one.
Thank you.
Yes.
What did he do to
Yeah.
deserve
What
one?
did he?
He brought me onto the show.
Yeah.
You know, I DM
Oh,
him
as
almost-
if he's the sole. Oh, I get it.
He's not?
Is that what he positioned himself as?
he did.
I did not position
what they're doing? I'm
anything.
not surprised.
You seen that?
Remember when he wouldn't even collaborate with us at the beginning?
You
Look
know
how
how
many more
many-
views you're getting now.
You know how
Omar.
many
Look how many
collab-
more views you're getting now.
We have an update on the collaboration, by the way.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Apparently, you could do 20 collaborations.
Since when?
Apparently, since August 2023.
So me and Omar went for a walk. God
Okay.
forbid.
So one day this room could be
Oh, you went for a walk?
Yeah, God
Without me.
forbid.
You guys want to walk together?
Yeah,
Without
it
us.
was so romantic. You
Yeah.
should have seen it.
By the-
They probably went to get
were you
sandwiches
by
from
the-
John's.
we did.
no,
No,
next
it was.
door, next door.
Yeah.
Were you
No,
holding
don't-
his
we
hand or
only
he was
talk about
holding yours?
John's on
He
this
was
show.
trying to hold
So
my
good,
hand, and
so
I was
good.
like, "Yo, like, stop, man." Like,
Can we give John a plug here, please?
Okay, yeah. John's Diner
Yeah.
on Wellington
Uh-huh.
in West Borea.
unreal.
Bomb.
Yeah.
It's actually
Unreal.
Wellington
In West
West.
Borea?
Yeah, West Borea.
Yeah.
Wellington West. So good. Family owned, family operated since like, I don't know, like 1800s or something.
Did they sponsor this event? This
No,
podcast?
but
No,
great-
brother.
they're-
No,
It's
but we'll go
actually
for
unreal,
sandwiches
bro.
after, and you'll understand why.
Like just like ask for a regular egg and cheese, and then like you'll probably propose to John.
yeah.
They're all John, by the way, father, son. And
Yeah, that way no one messes up. the
Yeah.
name.
Yeah, you
That's
can't.
Smart.
Yeah.
That's
who
successful
who
business
made
right
the
there.
mistake, John?
John.
Who owns the place, John?
Anyways, we were anticipating coming to this podcast, having you on, and we were trying to figure out the collaboration situation. And we figured out that you could actually do more than 3 now. And that's how we figured it out, because we were actually looking ahead to try and benefit you
Nah.
We're
as,
so
as our
nice.
guest.
And
Yeah.
then you, and then
What
you showed up
benefits you
without
guys
coffee.
benefits me and vice versa.
That's it.
Right.
It's a win-win.
Yeah.
So it's one day
everyone.
this
Bring
room's just gonna be
coffee.
fucking packed. Excuse me, by the way, Joel. Beep. Or bam that up, please. Okay, one day this is gonna be a full room.
That's
though, right?
Jacob,
Yeah.
by the way.
Yeah, it's
No, but
Jacob,
no,
not
no,
Joad.
I was
Yeah,
talking
but you're
to
pointing
Joel.
at Jacob.
Yeah.
So I was the camera.
The camera.
Imagine how disrespected he feels.
Yeah.
behind
Jacob
the
or
ca-
Joel?
You know what happens when you point at somebody, Maz?
Huh?
When you point at someone, there's 3 fingers pointing back at you. Just remember that. So stop pointing at people.
Can you say that again, please?
So when you point your finger at somebody, there's 3 fingers pointing back at you.
Look, do it. But then what happens with the thumb?
It's pointing at God.
Well, I don't know who the fuck points their finger at people like that, bro. What are you? Fucking, pow, pow.
Get off your phone. This is a
Oh,
podcast.
is that more important?
I'm just writing
Oh,
in.
he's got notes.
He's got
I
notes.
know, it's
Oh my
writing
God.
stuff down.
Relax
I have a
and
note for
take
you.
notes while I take
I'm
notes
like, I
from
got a
that.
joke for you.
Oh yeah?
No.
Oh. I love joke.
Can I put jokes aside though? Seriously.
Okay,
Yeah,
one joke.
Please.
What happened today, guys? Did you call him and say, "Hey, brother, let's wear the same sweater," or did you buy one get the second half off? Like, what happened here?
It's so cute, no?
That's okay.
Our wives are essentially the same person.
Yeah, our wives talk and they shop at the
Mm.
same places, and
So again, was buy one, get the second half off.
And talk to our wives.
We have no clue.
Maybe you can have your fiance reach out to our
Oh,
wives.
but wait, mine's different than yours because look, mine has the
Yeah.
like all the way down,
No,
so
mine
mine's
is
probably
just
more
like-
expensive than
Mine's
yours.
like a vest.
Yours,
But I
didn't-
think he just.
Oh, sorry. So what you're trying to say is you paid more money for a similar product.
No, so the value.
What you're saying is I've got
more.
much better value.
The
because
value
of your
is
vest.
more because I actually have.
But you also paid
effort
more
all the way
But
down.
you also paid more.
No, look, it's not about the rate.
Do they always do this?
It's
Yes,
not about the
it's
rate. It's
ridiculous.
about the value. If I want to enjoy this and
Yeah. Yeah.
break this mortgage in 5 years,
See, this is what he did. He focused on the best rate. You focus on the product.
yeah, I went with
I
the brick
actually
and
think
mortar.
this is the better.
And you
product.
think that the product's gonna save him more money in the long run?
100%.
Interesting. It was all a metaphor.
And,
just to get the
why
point
is that,
across.
you may ask?
Yeah, why?
Because when you get the cheaper product, the 4.99, compared to the better product at 5.04, it's not that big a difference. The 5.04, look at the feeling on that.
Yeah,
That's so much nicer.
I know, and
than
his
this.
neck is all fucked up and shit too. I guess that's the
But
better product.
you know,
Yeah.
this is the style.
Yeah, I agree.
what I'm getting at is make sure your product that you get gives you options.
I
gives
love
you
my
flexibility.
product, to be honest.
No,
I
but
shopped
it's true.
around and I got a product I really liked.
But what Maz is saying is correct because
As long as
everybody.
you're happy and it's going to happen
Okay, let's
for
go
the-
back to mortgage.
It's
So
going to keep you happy. Are
So
you
happy.
sure you're going to wear that sweater for the next 5 years?
Probably.
But everybody that buys a
Unless I
sweater
outgrow it, which
says
I
I'm gonna
probably will."
have it for 5 years. I'm gonna have the sweater forever. I'm gonna pay top dollar for the sweater because I'm gonna be in there forever. You know what I see as a real estate agent, Rabieh?
Tell me.
Is
Please.
that people's lives change every 2 to 5 years. Significant changes, either schools, jobs,
Engaged.
relationships,
Yeah.
engagements.
People moving in,
Can we
people
say
moving out.
congratulations again? Congratulations to Maziar. Yeah, and we don't want to say her name just because you,
exactly.
Privacy.
just in case,
Yeah.
in case
Yeah.
that she doesn't like the proposal.
I love her. She's the best.
She's. I feel like somebody else said that before.
Sounded like Omar's saying.
No, he said I
Is
love
that
her.
Is
Yeah.
that what you said?
Well, the thing is, anyway.
Did you not mean it? Did you not mean it?
Of course, I meant it.
Okay.
We should.
Bro, if you watch the clip and you tell me
Of
if he
course,
meant
I've
it.
seen it. I have it at one of my favorites.
Okay, so
Let's talk about mortgages.
where do you see the mortgage rates going in the next 3 months, 6 months, and 12 months?
And why, and show your work.
Damn.
And
Okay.
citations.
Damn, I thought I came here to hang out, guys.
You didn't bring coffee.
I did. I asked you if you
You
wanted
brought for
coffee.
yourself, man.
Where's my coffee?
Nobody
by the
else.
way?
Did I say no?
You did not reply. That's just as
Did you
bad as
ask
no.
me or Elliot?
No, because
We were
I
on the
okay.
teleconference
thought,
together.
I thought he's the guy that communicates everything to you
we
guys.
had a
Since
teleconference.
when does this guy communicate anything to anyone, man?
I
clearly
Honestly.
I just
I-
clearly learned
As
that
you
right
just
now.
learned, he doesn't even
I
answer
want
his
my
phone.
coffee.
You're the one who told
I
us he doesn't
just
even answer his
learned that
phone.
right
Did you
now.
tell him you have a client? So
Yeah,
he call
that
you
was
back
the
with
real
coffee?
mistake.
Listen,
so,
Yeah.
so what you're saying is I prioritize my clients over you guys?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yes.
Please call.
What a way to position
Like
it
my
that
position.
way.
But guys,
Yeah, we set him up for that.
at least you know he prioritizes his clients.
It's true. Yeah, unlike Rabieh.
Yeah.
Any personal relationship with him, though, out the window.
Out the window.
Completely.
Hey, man.
It's a realtor thing, though. I remember.
Our
Can
life
I,
is so
there's
messed.
3 realtors here. I remember
Yeah,
sometimes there'd be a
careful.
house party and you see realtors talking about the real estate and we hang out and I'm like, hey guys, just watch this. Hey, I'm thinking about selling my house. And then you see like 1 or 2 just like slowly, they're having a conversation, you guys just slowly just look. Yeah, I don't know, I'm looking for a realtor. You see one of them out of the 3 kind of slowly look away. Yeah, you're looking to sell your house, huh?
Yeah, I'm just casually there.
Yeah, yeah.
listening.
Oh,
Yeah, you should. We should do that with mortgage brokers. See what happens. It'll be vultures.
100%.
100%.
100%. Listen, we don't leave the house like you guys do. So if anyone we can have a conversation, we're always about it because you guys are the cool people.
Right?
Well, you
Yeah.
guys are.
Say it again.
I'm being serious. It's true. We don't get enough credit as mortgage brokers.
Well, no, I love.
This is me
dealing with
venting right
mortgage
now.
brokers.
Huh?
This is a
I mean, why do
therapy
you
session.
deserve more credit is my question to you.
Because we do the hard work in the background.
you?
Without us, you
yeah.
guys would be lost.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
We could just send them to a bank and they could get it back. That's the same.
Be
Yeah, but
between
not
9 and 4
CIBC.
o'clock.
CIBC probably.
Yeah, CIBC.
That's
That was a good
preferred
one.
bank of
Yeah.
mine.
Oh.
Still have PTSD about that.
Oh, yeah.
Still have PTSD.
So okay, actually, that's a good segue.
Uh-huh.
Do you find that sometimes people shop, and essentially by shopping they make you do all the work, come up with the strategy, come up with the plan, come up with the rates, and then they go bring it to brick and mortar?
Yeah, it happens. You're gonna find it, right? As your business grows too, you're gonna have people that just want to use your services and then go elsewhere. Still have PTSD from a couple of them, but that's normal. That's part of the business, right? I'm sure it's happened to you guys before too. Remember you and I, you've called me at 10 at night sometimes venting about it a couple times.
Because you do so much work, and
I feel like it sucks to be a mortgage broker sometimes because like you're waiting until closing for you to know you secured 100%. It because you don't have like we have a representation agreement we can sign with people, but you guys have no like real security because somebody
we don't
a couple weeks before closing could
so
just
wait, are you
up.
saying
it's not done till they got the keys? I always tell them like, let me know when you got the keys.
Wait, so are you saying that somebody can obviously I know the answers, but are you saying
so let me get this straight.
So are you saying that you could, like, let's say you pre-approved the guy today?
Yes.
Okay.
The answer is yes.
And
it's not locked in at that point?
It's not locked.
Nothing is locked. So
how about the rate? Can the rate change?
So the rate can change. So let's go back to pre-approval for a second.
What is a pre-approval?
So a pre-approval helps you secure
pre-approval.
What's the difference between a pre-qualification and a pre-approval?
So pre-qualifications, people will go online, put their numbers in, and then they'll come to you and say, baby, I got pre-approved.
Assuming that's your name.
I got pre-qualified. We're good to go.
Okay.
And this is why it's good for you guys, and you guys all like working with us mortgage brokers. It's because when we say, okay, your client's pre-approved, you know they're good to go. Mm-hmm. So some people will just go online and put their numbers in and say, I'm good. When it comes to a pre-approval, we always ask for their documents. I say, and I tell you guys, I'm like, prioritize your clients. If this one says, I'm pre-approved, but they haven't actually got pre-approved, especially when things start getting busy.
Yeah. So that means no documents provided.
No documents provided. Nothing.
So they're just going based on the information provided, saying, "Okay, I'm pre-qualified," but
it's so easy for you to go and say, "Okay, you know what? I'll talk to you and we'll have a conversation." I'm like, what's your income, Rabieh? You can say, I make $110,000.
I wish.
Doesn't pay that really, he makes $110.
He's only making $105. But it's very easy to say that
in dollars or like in Egyptian pounds.
In pounds. And Toman.
Yeah.
But it's very easy. I've noticed how people will obviously usually say they have more than they're making. It's happened to me before, so I always ask for the documents up front. Once I have the documents, I give them a pre-approval. Okay. Now there's a lot of people. There's a myth where they say, I got pre-approved, I'm good to go. You are good to go, and they say, how long is the pre-approval good for? Well, it's good for 120 days. They say, right? Yeah. But when I give a pre-approval, I say it's good forever, as long as your situation does not change
and the rates don't change. Well, and the banks still want to lend money.
So there's two different ways of giving pre-approval.
There's a lot of different things.
Listen.
All right, he's not really making a good case.
Let him cook. Let him
go, guys.
Let him cook.
There's two different ways to get pre-approved. There's me giving you a pre-approval without getting a rate hold.
Okay.
Right? If I go give you a rate hold, I have to submit your application to a lender to secure a rate for you. Okay. If I do that, it's good for 120 days. But if you go lose your job or buy a new Ferrari, that pre-approval is no longer good. So some people come like, I got a pre-approval, I'm good. Yes, it's good unless anything changes, because when you go and put an offer on a house and your offer gets accepted, well, now we need to do approval, which is the same steps that we went through with the pre-approval. But if anything has changed, well, guess what?
It's going to be updated. Yeah.
Your pre-approval is no longer valid.
Yeah.
Right.
So the approval, the only addition to it is a subject property at that point. Like you're talking about a specific house instead of how much can I afford.
But did you know banks, like, so the pre-approvals, banks even like put like a big caveat down there, because they go, hey, I could lend you 500,000, I could lend you 700, but I gotta approve the property. And there's always that little stipulation. And then a client had asked me like, okay, but why wouldn't they? I'm like, because if you go and buy a mobile home, it's going to be viewed from the banking standpoint very, very differently than if you bought a townhouse in Barhaven, right? It's not, the bank is not going to look at it apples to apples, even if it's the same price, right?
Yeah, because they're looking to protect themselves too, right? Like they're borrowing
you literally can pick up that house and leave.
Yeah.
So they have
fair enough.
No, we'll pick it up, you can drive it off.
Yeah, whatever. Like
not all as strong as Mazda. Don't all go to the gym.
True that. This guy knows. Better recognize.
Recognize.
But your pre it's I remember earlier this summer someone called me and said
we're not in the summer anymore, by the way.
I remember someone in the
No,
sun.
he's remembering.
I said remembering.
It's a
I was
prequel to
reminiscing.
what's going on now.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I misunderstood.
And they said, look, I went to my bank. I had a pre-approval, and then I quit my job, and now they're saying my pre-approval is no good anymore. I'm like,
What?
yes, there's
No.
not. I know.
Yeah, it's stupid.
I'm like, your bank didn't tell you
The
that.
ability to pay has not changed, right?
Exactly. So in that situation, I still had a solution for him.
Mhm.
I took him to a private lending. I said, why did you quit your job? He's like, oh, I was working for a company. I wanted to show that I have salary. I had this whole plan, and I was going to quit my job since I got the pre-approval. But now the offer is accepted. I'm asking for the approval, and they won't give me the approval. How come? I said, well, glad you asked. And because you...
Elliot was going to ask.
Yeah,
I was gonna
I know.
ask. You didn't give me a
You
chance,
were
man.
going- Go ahead.
Why?
Why?
I'm glad you asked. When the bank goes and revisits your pre-approval documents, meaning letter of employment, T4s, T1 generals, you're self-employed, and they see that you're no longer employed, they say we no longer can give you the approval. So my solution was how much down payment you had. They had 25% down. So great. Temporary solution is go to a private lender for a year, and that way you can still buy the house under value, and then start working on your company because he opened his own company. And then in 6 to 1 year, I'll have enough income coming in, take him to a B lender because they'll go based on his bank statements. And then another year,
As long
since
as
he
his
have
revenues are strong.
exactly. Thanks for throwing that in.
Now
there,
let me ask you
100%.
something. Is that something that a big bank is able to do? Or is this something that's kind of, let's call exclusive to a mortgage agent in comparison?
Like it sounds like only people with problems have to go to mortgage brokers.
No, not at all. Not at all. Most times we can offer better rates as well. You'll
Is it
see.
all about the rate though?
It's not, but the thing is,
No,
you
but
still
it's
have.
competitive.
No, I know, I'm
Listen,
just-
I still want the best rate, and I
Yeah.
tell my clients, look, I'm still gonna get you the best rate, but let's not let that be our main focus. Because A, I want you to learn. B, I want to give you the options. And C, it's a long-term thing. I don't want you to just say, hey, let's focus on the rate, because you might want to wait to get a rate, let's say with a monoline lender, which are banks that don't have a brick and mortar.
And they only lend one type of product, which is the mortgage.
Exactly. But you're seeing some of these monolender giving HELOCs as well now, which is home equity line of credits.
Yeah.
But there's no brick and mortar, right? But we're slowly moving to a digital world anyways. So more and more people are comfortable going that route. I'm not conspiracy. You don't think I can hear you right here? I can hear you. The
Yeah,
mic's right
you're
there.
right beside
You whispered it into my ear. It got me
Yeah,
excited.
yeah.
Okay, so
Did you say
couple of points of
conspiracy?
clarification.
Yes.
Can you explain to us what is an A, B, and C lender?
Of course. An A is an A lender. A B is a B lender.
Okay.
A C is so an A lender is your major
I
bank.
thought it was just a song.
An A, B, C.
Yeah.
So an A lender is your, traditional major.
Sorry,
That was
go
good.
ahead.
That was good. I saw where you're going with
As
that.
if you know that song.
Yeah, that's
Come
really
on.
Yeah, he doesn't
man.
even know
That's
any of these
timeless.
things.
Bro, they think we convinced him that I was born in 2010. He believed it.
Stupid.
You
He
weren't?
doesn't even know what
On
Seinfeld
camera.
is.
You weren't? What? This
Yeah.
is news to me as
You
well.
don't even know Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yes, I do.
Do you
bro.
know
Will
Spice
Smith,
Girls?
I get
Nah,
it.
tell you what
yes.
I want, whatever I
You
really
don't
want.
know S Club 7. There's no way you know
I'll
S
tell you
Club.
what I want. Whatever.
See this guy?
Come
No.
on,
You know,
bro.
so you know S Club?
S Club.
That I don't know. That I don't know.
Okay, how about Before 4?
No.
Fuck, before 4. I haven't heard that in
Before
like
4,
a long
yeah.
time.
Who's that?
They were
Just
like a
'cause
If
one-hit
you
wonder.
get down on me, I get down on
So
you.
that's funny, actually. I was talking to my wife about that the other day and how we used to listen to that as kids.
It's a terrible song for kids.
Well, I was listening to it on the radio in the car with my mom. And she fucking yelled at me and told me to turn it off.
Yeah.
I'm like, why the hell is she so angry? And she's like, I know you don't understand now, but you'll understand when you're older.
Yeah, my mom used to hate that. She
Yeah.
used to hate Pony. Remember Pony?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good song. How does that go?
Jump on it. Let's do it. Yeah.
Right.
She used to hate it because she thought it was burping sounds. So she-
Oh, that's why she hated it.
Yeah.
It wasn't the sexual innuendos in the song that she hated.
And then Backstreet Boys was all like that. And I'm going, man, like it was all elementary school kids
I
that
know.
are listening to the songs.
They're-
You know Backstreet Boys?
Yes.
Elliot.
I'm not a fan, but like heard of
Why
him.
aren't you a fan?
I don't know. It's
They're
not my
great.
age.
Guys,
They're for old
if
people, no?
one
They're
song,
for old people. He wasn't in the era of boy bands. Remember the
Yeah.
era of boy bands?
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you had
He
New
was-
Edition, you had Boys to Men.
I was about to get
Oh,
canceled.
boys
in
to
my
Men.
comment.
Yeah, I was going there too. I stopped myself.
The
I
Beatles.
have a
Yeah.
question for you guys.
Oh,
I have
Anyways,
my
our
turn.
podcast.
Can I ask a question?
It's our podcast.
If one song defined your life, what would it be?
It's gonna take me at least 3 days to think about
Yeah,
it.
it's
I know Omar's.
No, Rabieh told me.
Go on.
It's raining, man.
I was gonna say it's Purple Rain for him.
Purple
Purple Rain.
No, it's the song he was talking about. What was that song that you keep on?
Oh, Love is Blind.
Love is Blind.
Yeah. Check it out, guys.
How does that one go?
I'm not singing for you guys.
Sing for me. I'll
What was
sing
your
for you.
song then?
Me?
Yeah.
Ah, tell you what I want. What I really want.
So tell me what you want, what you really want.
Yeah, Spice Girls. Come on now. Shit.
I'm
Dirty
a
Spice.
Barbie
Oof.
girl.
Still think about her.
That was a good song.
Barbie Girl? That's a good one.
Barbie Girl, yeah, that was a good song.
Yeah.
I used to sing it so much.
So is that your song?
No, no, but I think like I was very romantic when I was young. Like I loved like all the.
You're still romantic.
You're soft.
I am pretty.
That's
I am,
so cute.
Soft.
Yeah, yeah.
That's how you won over
I-
Tina.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know my song. I would have to think about
It's
it.
probably
know what, there's a
future.
song-
Is it a future song?
Joe has a song like that. It's like, I don't wanna know if you're playing me. Isn't that Joe?
Yeah.
Keep it on
Who?
the low.
Is it Joe?
I know that song that you're singing.
Isn't it P. Diddy?
No, that's Mario Winans.
Who?
Mario Winans, something like that. Yeah.
I don't know. Jacob, do you know?
Man, you guys don't know anything about anything.
Actually, I got a buddy who's like the Google of music.
Who, me?
Yeah, we should bring Hot 89.9 here and just have them like quiz. We quiz them.
Yeah. They have to
Okay,
pay
so
us.
I had a couple questions. Okay, so ABC lenders. So wait, he got his own drinks
You want some?
and coffee. No man.
It's not close. It's not close.
Oh, that's a good song. I don't want.
Okay,
See,
we're
who
going
is
there.
it?
Mario Winans.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I like that.
I don't know
song.
much in life, bro, but I really do
That
know
was a good
music
song,
pretty
man.
well.
Shit, man, this guy's a pimp. That.
I'm not even sure if we're allowed to do that because I think now we have to pay
Copyright
royalties.
or something
Oh, do
like
we
that.
actually?
if it's below like 10 seconds, I think.
I
it's
didn't in out.
Okay, so anyways, so different types of
Yes,
lenders.
yes. Let's get back to track. Okay, so there's A lenders, which are your major banks and monoline lenders and credit unions.
Give me an example.
So you have the TD, RBC, and then monoline lenders, which are still A banks, are MCAP, First National. Credit unions are Alterna and Meridian.
Very nice. 100% so far.
Good. Fucking a little nervous.
You approve?
Yeah. Okay. All
This
right.
is Elliot
I love.
and he
I love.
approves this
I love when
message.
I love when realtors approve my lenders. Great.
I do that all the time.
And then he does. We'll get to that after. So we have our B lenders. So I just told you about the A lenders, which are RBC, TD, BMO. Then we have the monoline lenders, which are still A lenders, which are First National, MCAP.
Yeah, did this guy
Yeah, I was just
rewind
going
real
back
quick?
just in case. All right, I won't talk
Okay,
about
B
that.
lenders, B lenders.
Okay, so
Next.
B lenders are lenders that take a little bit more risk. The rates are usually anywhere from 0.5 to 1% more than an A lender, but they will let you qualify for more.
How do they do that?
The ratios are higher. So usually when you qualify, it's based on GDS and TDS. They'll let you go at a higher amount. With
Can you
A-
explain what GDS and TDS are to our people?
Every time he
It's about
talks,
to
there's
get
like an
deep.
explanation
Yeah.
requirement.
Well,
yeah.
because he's talking in like terms that
Okay,
the
very
average
quickly
person's
though.
not
Sorry,
gonna
I
know.
got it.
Okay, so GDS is
Yeah. Gross debt. Gross debt.
Gross debt servicing
Okay.
ratios. Okay.
Yeah, keep going.
And then TDS is total debt service ratio.
Yeah, GDS is
Oh,
basically
so
all the
smart.
expenses you're allowed related to your house.
And TDS, it's
Thanks for a
including your
proper
debts.
explanation.
So
Yeah.
credit cards
Yes,
and
yes.
cars and things like that. And then if your gross income divided by those ratios, if your payments are higher than that, then you don't qualify for the total amount. You would have to go down, right?
You do mortgages, man?
Come on,
So you work
man.
at the bank or
Y'all
something?
think I'm dumb or
Yeah.
something, bro.
Who's yeah, I never said that about you.
No,
I would
just your
compliment
hair.
you.
Just
So,
'cause it's
exactly-
Hey, have you
his
ever
hair.
combed your hair once, Maz?
You know what? I actually have shampoo and body. I have shampoo at home. People are like,
Why?
what do you mean? You still gotta wash your head?
Yeah,
Wash
but
with
like,
soap at that
why don't you just
point,
use
no?
the body?
It's not the same.
Body
It's not the
wash.
same. I still have to
No, you can't
moisturize
use
my.
body wash
It
on your
says.
I
it
still have to
says-
use conditioner. It's
it's
not
all-
the same. You'll never
You
understand.
don't get hair and body?
Like what? No, two different things, man.
Yeah, I use two different soaps.
Do you
No,
do
there's
you
no
use
way.
head and shoulders?
I use that
knees and-
organic
knees and
gluten-free
toes?
stuff.
Knees and toes.
I use.
Okay, C lenders.
Avocado.
Okay, so
Those.
B lenders we said to go higher ratios, so they go up to 50% GDS, 50% TDS. Some of them, some go 45 GDS, 50 TDS, and you can go even higher if you have more of a down payment. And then the privates, the C lenders are anything goes as long as you have 20 to 25% down.
So that's a business case.
Yes. They look at that and they say, all right, you have this much down. Okay, great. But I'll never take a client into a C lender, private lender, unless we have an exit strategy. Because you don't want to be stuck in it. They'll do 1 to 2 year terms. And then from there, they can increase the rate they want or even say, we don't want this deal anymore.
Yeah, they can ask for a cash out, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I always have when someone comes in, I'll have an exit strategy. Meaning, all right, we're going to go private for a year, whether it's because you quit your job last minute or you just want to take advantage of the market right now, your business hasn't been doing that well.
Yeah.
We do it as a 1 year with an exit plan.
Term.
Right?
So it's interesting because I like the services associated to a mortgage broker, because whenever we do have dealings with the bank, whether it's for ourselves or for clients or whatnot, there are differences. There are some advantages sometimes for customers to go there. But generally speaking, I love the simplicity that a mortgage broker can do, how they can go to a bunch of different lenders, Hold the One, 86. And then
you
as
carry
a result,
the 2 though?
and as a result, they have so many options. What I usually like to preach is, you're busy, I'm busy, everybody's busy, right? So when it comes to doing your own mortgage, people tend to, be asked a lot of questions by the bank and whatnot. If you have an intermediary that doesn't really cost you anything to do, and that person's going to go and apply for you from one bank to another and decide what is the best course of action for your type of income, for your type of investment class, for your type of knowledge, for your
And your
type of
plan moving forward.
Yeah, like what's
Are
your
you-
family
are you
looking like?
investing?
Yeah.
Are you trying to grow the portfolio?
And or like are you like moving from here, going somewhere else, and we're gonna have to sell your house? Do we take variable? Do you have a lot more advice? I find
100%. And there's
there's more time associated,
yeah.
right?
Sorry to try to interrupt you at the end.
No, I
there.
was just
didn't know
talking-
when you were going to stop.
Yeah,
Oh, he doesn't if you let
We're
him
used
go.
to it. We're
Yeah,
used to it.
yeah.
It's
But-
really a
No,
monologue.
that was really perfectly said, Omar. I
Thank
mean,
you,
I don't
thank
like
you. So I should
compliment
be-
you. That was good. That was really
It's
good.
painful to compliment.
No,
him,
it was
eh?
very hard. Like it was very hard, but
You
it's
just started twitching.
it was.
I love
like,
compliments.
He
Do you guys want to spend? Would you like to spend like 5 minutes just giving me compliments?
No,
Fuck no.
I thought that was a good idea.
but you know,
if you like that, put it in the comments below.
don't do it. So look, I gotta listen. I'm not gonna put down everyone at the bank. There's some good mortgage specialists out there.
Like, do you know them all by name?
I don't know a single one.
Was he gonna sit
Yeah.
there like Scrooge? Like,
But I'm like, okay, we got it. But the same thing with us mortgage agents, brokers. There's good ones and there's bad ones. I say there's realtors that are tour guides, and there's mortgage brokers that are just rate providers, right? For us, I mean, anyone that I've worked with here, it's all about strategizing with our clients.
even
right?
Rabieh.
Even Rabieh, yes.
Okay.
That's why I kind of looked at him. And I want him to be included in this conversation.
yeah.
It's not
Okay,
right.
Omar likes to put me down. Makes him feel like
Why?
a better man.
Yeah, it makes me feel
Makes
bad.
him feel good about himself. I know.
You know what we
It's
should do,
okay.
guys?
Look, if
I don't
you-
mind.
We should open our own podcast.
What the hell?
Without Omar.
We'll call it Ram.
You know what? Roast me
Real
for 2
ass
minutes.
millionaires.
I'll give you 2 real ass.
Fuck.
Wait, you're not serious, right?
No, it's not.
Or
Jacob will talk after.
Yeah. Listen. I gotta say one thing though. Is it's all about strategizing with your clients. I mean, whenever we work together, we figure out what the client wants to do. We don't just offer them a rate, which goes back to, okay, is this rate really good for you? Even though it's
Yeah.
lower, does it make sense long term? Because even this market right now, people are coming in, they're buying a house. They know, at least we educate them if they don't, that you're buying a house on their value right now. We try to get them with a lender that doesn't charge a high penalty if they were breaking their mortgage. Or we talk about going to a 3, 4, 5 year fix and then compare it to a variable rate and see which one is best for them. We'll talk
Yeah.
more about that in a second.
I love that. Yeah.
But it's all about strategizing, because let's say they buy their first property, they learn the process, they're no longer scared of the transaction, and they say, you know what, this is actually exciting. I love the way we're all working together. And what happens? They refinance that property in a couple of years when the value's gone up, take some extra money out, and buy a second or third property. And we've done that many times together.
Yeah.
I feel like it's being able to leave options open for them.
Yeah.
So that when or if that time comes, they at least have it there ready to go if they
100%.
want to be.
Or when
able
they
to
have a
do it.
realtor who comes in with that bright idea.
It's two.
Because again, that's the difference between using just a regular average realtor and
Yeah.
It's 2023.
Some of the
We all
above
want
average.
options.
yeah.
It's true, yeah. And ChatGPT, why are you looking at me? I don't even get the 2023 remark.
It's almost
I think so.
2024 at this point. Too.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
this
yeah.
guy's
If
living
he
in the
keeps
past.
going, he'll get canceled for sure.
Guys, we're opening that RAM. I'm telling you, real
Ram
ass
on the
millionaires.
way.
Real ass millionaires.
What would you find the hardest part about being a mortgage broker?
I think it's when you have clients that might not stick with you, and as Elliot was mentioning earlier, it's not done till they get the keys, right? For you guys, when the transactions, you got a firm offer, it's accepted, you're good. You can stop worrying about that deal. Where us, till the day that the deal closes.
Well, like financially, yeah.
Yeah, from a financial point of view. So we might, we're always looking for our business, and we're looking for ways to brand ourselves and grow our business. But when we have clients coming in off the street that we don't know if that deal is ever going to close. So for me, if I create strategies for clients, they might not close with me. And that can be, I think, the most demotivating part of being a mortgage broker.
And
right?
what would you say to anybody that wants to join the industry?
It's a great industry. Again, I was looking to become a realtor or do mortgages.
With the stairs thing.
The stairs thing that you were saying earlier.
Yeah.
That I don't remember what it was, but that thing you
Stairs
said.
are always up to something.
I got a joke for you.
Okay, go.
If animals could do mortgages, which animal would have the best credit? Monkeys, because they don't horse around.
What the doesn't even make sense.
I
love it. I love it.
I feel like recently something that mortgage brokers ran into is when rates started to go up very quickly. Like you guys get blamed for like telling them that
It's our fault.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm the one that's controlling the rate.
That's what I'm saying. Like I feel like even after it's closed, you still have to brace yourself, especially during like
high rate environments.
Yeah, well, even just environments where it's unknown what's about to what's happened or how far it's gonna go, and then you get looked at like the bad guy because you were like, yeah, well, that was actually the right idea at the time. It's just unforeseen things happen.
Yeah.
Everybody's got a different level of risk, right? And so I've had clients tell me, okay, is this a sure bet? I'm like, no, like, there's no such thing. I'm like, if there is an opportunity to make money, there's an opportunity also to lose money, and therefore it's not a sure bet. So anybody that says real estate is not an investment, I don't agree, because in times where you're making good money, it's not an investment, and then because you're just whatever, it's my house and it just went up. But if you're losing money, people go, I made the worst investment of my life, right? So then they start panicking and whatnot. But people like that on mortgages, on businesses, on homes. People are rude and they just keep making sounds
when you're talking.
They'll never be back on the podcast.
Well, I don't need to. I got RAM. Real ass millionaires.
Stop promoting it. I'm gonna do RBAM. Real Brokeassmillionaires. The real, like the most gangster.
With reels?
Reels.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. So
you had some questions for us, no?
I did.
Okay.
I did.
Because we only have a few minutes left. So
for someone like yourself who's been doing this for a while, if you can go back for when you started, what would you do differently? Yes. If you can go back 10 years, what would you do differently?
I wish I would have met you sooner.
You did meet me before.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so
Yeah.
Just didn't want to work with you at first.
No, we used to hang out once.
Thought you were a weirdo.
we used to hang out once.
No, we hung out a couple times, and then I thought he was really cool. And
That's a very good question. I don't actually know. I'm not one to regret any of
Just
the
gonna
decisions.
cut him off like that.
Well, I was just gonna comment.
You didn't want to know where
asked
we're
them a
going.
question, and this motherfucker just keeps talking. They're definitely friends because they ask questions and then talk over the person answering. It
I
makes
don't
sense.
actually give a shit. I just
Makes
wanted to hear
sense.
my own voice.
Maz is the type though. He'd be like, "Yo, what's the weather?" I think it's like 7 degrees, 14 degrees.
I don't like interrupting when he talks. I just instead of my drink.
Yeah,
But let's go back 10 years ago.
10 years. Nothing, man. I think I've taken really cool steps that have informed me to be where I'm at today, to give the advice I have. Obviously, I've done some developments and some renovations that have cost me quite a penny. And that today, though, I'm able to use those experiences that, went over budget or over timelines. Those timelines and those budgets that cost me a lot have actually provided so much more knowledge for my clients
Mhm.
now. I'm able to actually share a proper experience. This morning we had a meeting with an investor who wants to turn a place into a bungalow,
You
and
mean a
literally we
bungalow into
talked
a
about
duplex?
yeah.
Guys, he's
Sorry,
talking. He's
bungalow
talking, guys.
into a
Oh, keep
duplex,
going,
yeah,
Omar.
and then
keep talking. Keep talking, Omar.
we were talking about like the nitty gritty, including like how the wiring will be, how the financing will be, how the construction aspect will be, the double layered drywall, the resilient channel. We went into all the little detail. It's things that if you finish the basement for a potential
I told you about the
fiance
basement.
or something, then you would actually know about these things and you could advise.
Well, you
So-
probably wouldn't in that case.
Was-
You're doing
are
it
you-
for the fiance,
Yeah.
not really
Yeah,
doing it for
yeah.
the same purposes.
That's true. Yeah.
Especially if you're
So could you say? Sorry to interrupt your.
I just wish I became. I wish I left my corporate job a bit sooner.
Got it.
But it still worked out in my favor to
100%.
have to grow the business slowly and organically. I just wish I could have done this passion way sooner.
I
He
think.
also wishes he was a little bit taller.
I wish I was a baller.
Yeah.
He wishes he had a girl with a good
So he's
Maziar
baller.
collar.
Okay, so what you're getting
You
at
have
is
no clue what that is.
It's a song.
Oh yeah.
So what you're getting at is you're exactly where you should be.
Yes, and I'm working hard to.
I think you're doing pretty good.
Thank you.
But and what you're also saying is when it comes to investments, it's a long-term game. Right?
it definitely is, and all these different steps that we have taken allows me to give proper advice and to also grow my current portfolio.
Got it. You know, the thing is with investments, though, it's like people are like, when should I get in? When should I get in? I always tell
Yesterday.
people, I'm like, exactly yesterday, but this is a long-term investment.
Yeah,
You know,
as
you're
soon
not
as
gonna
possible.
you're not gonna get COVID again, where prices were going crazy. But one of the strategies I say right now is if you buy right now, will it go a little lower? I don't know. I don't think so. I think you're gonna start seeing rates drop more and more. March, I think the variables are gonna start dropping by April. You know, our good friend Tiff McClin,
Yeah.
he's we call him the Grinch of Christmas because he wants people to stop spending money, right? He wants supply to catch up with demand.
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
But as soon as prime goes down, when variable rates start coming down, you're gonna start seeing the market pick up back up. So we're telling a lot of people, if you can get a closing right now, obviously the rates are still a little higher. If you get a closing in 4 months, but you buy right now, you're able to get the lower rate by then. That goes back to the strategies again, right?
Yeah,
So,
correct. And then you're gonna get it either you're gonna pay in rate or you're gonna pay in price.
but you're not married
So,
to the rate.
You date
Are you
the
married?
rate,
You're engaged to the rate.
engaged to the rate,
In the basement.
and then the basement,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
you marry the house.
Got it.
That
That's
the
it.
basement is in.
In the house.
Yeah.
Unless you
Yeah,
rent out the
date the
basement.
rate, marry the house. That's what it is, right?
Yeah.
Because once you buy the house, you can't change the purchase price anymore. That's
Yeah.
done. But the mortgage rate's gonna change. You have a 30-year mortgage or 25 years.
Yeah.
You're gonna have ups and downs, right? But everybody's making that one decision based on only the today's figures, and assuming that whatever this mortgage rate is today is going to be the same thing for the next
Yeah.
30 years.
Yeah.
We're gonna have ups and downs.
100%.
I
You
think
gotta
I
look
think
at
a
the
lot of
rates.
that too is like they're hearing it from everybody around them. Like they're being fed information by people who aren't looking at it like that. Like they've been told that the rate is very important. Rates are high, so you don't buy right now.
Yeah, but I
But-
think there's a bit
well,
of
there-
PTSD from
yeah.
the 80s and 90s when rates were extremely high, like double digits, right? And so that PTSD comes in from the boomers, and there is
So even if you're scared of it being in the double digits, wouldn't you want to buy now? When
but
Well,
even
yeah,
if
we're
I
not
told
cheaper,
you,
but I guess they're scared that it's gonna
Yeah.
keep going up and,
And
it's
then
gonna go
when they
down. in
refinance,
price.
but if the
they're gonna
boomers are
be
telling the next generation down, hey, when that happened, it was very expensive, and the market kind of took a hit.
Hmm.
But still, whoever bought the house, like any of the Alta Vista houses, whoever bought that back in the 70s, 80s, 90s, you think they're not making a buck on that now?
No,
Right?
as long as you can weather the storm.
Yeah,
But
the
that's
Westboro, the
the
Vanniers, all these
strategy
people,
behind it.
everybody, even Vanier is making tons of money if you have health this whole time.
Yeah. I think you need to simplify rates in the market. You got rates. If the rates go down, the price of houses go up. Remember, this is homes. When the rates go up,
Is this
price
the
go
home
down.
or is that the
This
rate?
is the rate. So
Okay,
if the
beautiful.
rate's here, this is the home. So hopefully you can put like an emoji
Yeah,
here for home.
Joe's gonna put.
Okay, and then he's gonna put the rate. So
He's gonna
this
put
is
a
the rate.
picture.
He's gonna have so much money.
Everybody points at the house,
If rates
then
go
the
down,
rate.
the house prices come up. If rates are up, the house prices come down.
but temporarily.
Temper.
There's a stabilization effect that occurs.
Yeah.
So initially it goes down, and then a stabilization occurs, and which is kind of where we're at.
Yeah.
Now we're actually going to hit a a decreasing rate, so we should expect a fueled increase.
And when we're expecting prices to go up, because I feel like this is a misinterpretation that people have, we're not talking about 20% in a year type. Like
We won't see that again.
Slow
No, we won't
increase.
see that
It's
Well,
not-
don't say never. There is a potential because our immigration targets far exceed what we are actually building. And yes, there are.
But we're not
cons to that.
expecting a 20%, even though it's possible.
I actually don't want a 20%.
Yeah, same.
That was a
increase.
crazy
Same.
market
Something
for
more
you guys
stable.
too.
No, but we don't want that. You want stability.
Yeah.
You want predictability.
Yeah, because then you're
Right.
just constantly in a
Yeah.
volatile market where
Well, this
either
is not the
it's
stock market.
violently going
Yeah.
up or it's violently going down.
Exactly.
Right?
Where Ottawa's never seen these big decreases. It's only happened because we've had like fucking 50% increase
Yeah.
in no time. Some properties have doubled in value in a 3 or 4 year
2 years,
period.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
I
not.
I think the problem is we're like they brought the rates up so much to slow down the demand, but supply never caught up because a lot of new construction companies did
just
not build.
stopped. Exactly.
Right,
So
they did
then,
not build because labor and material is still
did they
expensive.
stop immigration during that time?
No,
now?
of course not.
Did they stop new births during that time? Did they
They
increase
tried.
deaths?
They tried.
They tried
actually
on-
increased it.
they tried on the
increased
last
But
it.
what
two
did
for
they
sure.
do?
That
Yeah,
didn't
what did
work
they
out.
do? They gave a $700 grocery rebate
Yeah.
and hurt
What? You
small
got that?
businesses.
I didn't
I'm
know
like
that.
gonna get angry again
Don't
every
get
time
angry,
we talk
man.
about
Don't
this
get
shit.
angry. Don't get angry.
It's always after the small guys. They always go after the small guys. That's the problem with this system. Is it doesn't work. We have to come up with better targeting methodologies in order to actually, I'm tapping, I know, but in order for us to solve the problem. Supply is the main issue. And we keep always talking about the demand.
Yeah, but it's we talked about this before. It's one move that they have that is a blanket solution for
why-
individual problems.
Okay, fine, but we've been saying that
That's
for
the Bank
years.
of Canada,
but
though. That's not the. That's
then
not
give
the-
them,
yeah,
give
like
them
they
more
get-
tools.
they-
Then,
yeah.
then give them more tools.
not
That's not gonna work. We're a
with you.
boiling pot.
Why
We're
are you angry? Why-
You know,
Why are you
Why-
yelling?
Stop yelling, guys.
It's his generation.
Please, listen. We're a boiling pot, right? They tried to slow down the supply, the demand to
demand.
get the supply to catch up. It's not gonna work. They gotta come up with other ways. But they're at a point they've raised rates so much that people are gonna get into a point where they can't make their payments. You're already seeing people not pay their credit cards, their car loans. They want to make sure their mortgage is the last thing.
Yeah.
But Bank of Canada is getting to the point that they want people to stop spending money because a lot of people did take advantage of refinancing at 1.2, 1.3%. They have a bunch of money sitting aside. But then there's people who are struggling. So that's why you're starting to see the separation. There's soon not going to be no more middle class. You're going to have the upper class and the lower class. But if they don't start bringing rates down, that's when you're going to start seeing people going to
So I'm from
foreclosures.
Egypt.
What? I thought you were Lebanese.
No, I'm from Egypt.
Did you guys know?
And there's a housing crisis in Egypt. And when I say housing crisis, it's very, very different than the definition of housing crisis here.
Mm.
Here, people can still find housing. In Egypt,
Houses
there
or
are-
pyramids?
people don't live. People die in pyramids. By the way, pyramids are burial grounds. There are 3-4 generations that could live in one apartment, like a 2 or 3 bedroom apartment in Egypt. So imagine you got married, and you go back to your like apartment where you grew up, and you have a room there with your wife and kids. That's a housing shortage. Okay. And that's an inheritance culture. If you don't have property, you can't. In France, it's also happening. If we don't want that to happen in Canada, we seriously have to think about the supply side and not fuck around with interest for no reason when you could have different tools in the hands and disposal of the government to actually make better decisions.
But the government has no idea what they're doing. That's the thing. The government has no idea what they're doing.
We elect. So this is the difference between a democratic society and a dictatorship, let's say, or a
Omar
fake
just wants to be
democratic.
the dictator.
Yeah.
At least the dictatorship or the autocracies or whatnot,
Just
those
different
are actually
This wants to do it.
those ones. They actually have a long term. Like think about it. They actually have a long term view of the economy. They have a long term view of those decisions. They might not always be the right ones.
So what do you guys see next year? What do you see happening?
It's going to be an election year.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be a lot of bad landlord kind of media to address that. So then the governing party doesn't take the blame as to what's happening. But I don't think that they should be taking the blame either. These are like decisions over decisions
Got the
of
protesters honking outside.
yeah. So I think you're gonna see rates significantly decrease, and we've already seen it now. And by springtime, we should probably be at what the average of 2024 is going to look like. 2025 is going to be nuts, but I think just the fact that rates are on the decline, regardless of the amount, people are going to jump back in. Like this week, our team's been super busy. Just the fact that that you guys start advertising that rates are coming down. Yeah. So we're seeing that the motivation goes, oh yeah, you know what? Now I can afford it.
It's not even just guys. It's not just motivation that they're seeing the rates come down. It's qualifying. Right. One of the reasons house prices drop so much is people could not qualify because, as you know, you qualify based on the rate you're getting, the contract rate plus 2%. So the same household income that was qualifying for a $700,000 house can now only qualify for about 137. Right. So that was one of the problems. So once rates start going back down,
right
would you say 700 to 137?
No, sorry.
I was gonna say, bro.
From 700,000.
Yeah.
Can we beep?
Yeah, can you beep that out?
Rewind?
Is there any way we can just disconnect all of his audio for the entire thing?
No. You
Just
couldn't
pretend like he wasn't
You
here.
couldn't even hear me. I was just so mesmerized by the hair again. It's still an hour and it's still
I know,
sitting
it's
perfectly.
gleaming.
So now, since you're a guest and you're
Yes.
sitting in the same position that
Yes.
Rabieh was sitting in that
Got it.
time, can you look at that window, please?
Which one? Yeah, I see it.
Does it look like a door to you?
That's the door you're talking about?
That's
So how would you go? Just jump down?
because he's
Would you jump down?
like there's a staircase there, and he's like, but how did they go?
Do you see this right here? You see how that
I-
looks
I
like
do
it
s-
could be like a place for you to just put your hand and open it?
So
Even
if
though
you
it doesn't make sense
if
for
you go back to season 1, episode 3, Rabieh was talking
Episode
about
Actually,
how
episode 1.
episode 1.
Yeah, I was on
Wow.
a lot of cough
the
medicine.
debut.
Wow. So
Cody.
if we can get the camera on that somehow, can we get the camera on that? Is that possible? He
Leave it-
thought that
leave it
was
alone.
Take a picture. Why don't we take a
Wow.
picture?
Leave it
and
alone.
Edit
Yeah.
it in.
how. Listen, you know I love taking your side and being
Bro.
against him, but how did you think that? How?
I was
Where?
confused as fuck. I
Listen,
saw that little piece.
I'm the one with one eye, and I noticed it. How are you?
It's that one little piece that I saw. I'm like, why would there be like a handle there?
He's
Yeah,
Just let it
sometimes
open.
but sometimes you got to use critical
Well, that's
thinking.
what I was looking. I'm like, but that's my whole point. I'm like, why would they even put that there? You're gonna fall straight down.
They just used an old piece
Okay,
of glass.
I get it.
He's
So
definitely.
it's my fault
Listen,
that
man.
they use an old piece of glass
But
that doesn't
it's
actually
so
fucking belong
clear,
there.
and you can see the damn stairs.
That was my whole point.
Listen,
is why the
listen.
fuck would this be
Because
here?
that would have been a wall otherwise.
Listen, I don't think you can join
They could
rap.
have put a window with some window
So
trim.
I don't know what
Make
kind
it a little
of
bit more
I don't know what
clear.
kind of coffee
Fuck.
medicine
Dude.
or what, cough medicine.
I told you codeine, bro. Codeine.
It's okay. We all make mistakes.
It's okay. I'm
It
not
happens.
worried. Not
Just
worried
don't
at all.
try to go down that way.
Actually, so Maz, so what would you have done 10 years differently? 10 years ago differently?
We're like overtime.
I know.
I would
Because we
have.
waste a lot of time in the beginning, so let's just do 10 more minutes. Or
Okay.
5 minutes.
So
Sounds
we're already
good.
at 7. So
Okay,
Listen, I
let's-
bought my first house 10 years ago. I had the
don't-
mentality. I'm sorry?
I wasn't there.
You
No, I
no, you
wasn't-
weren't.
no.
We weren't talking.
I
at
got
that time.
license 9 actually.
Yeah, exactly. That's why. I bought my first house 10 years ago, and I had the mindset of let's pay this mortgage as fast as we can. So I put all my money towards that one property.
Yeah.
And at that time, townhomes were going for about $320. People were like, "You're insane paying $320,000 on a townhome." If I had the same mindset I do now, I wouldn't have taken all that money and put it towards one property, because that same property which you sold last year sold for $700,000. So if I would have strategized and taken my money and put it towards several property, I would have had more appreciation and more than just one property. So if
And
it's
you
something I
wouldn't
could
be on
different,
BAM today. You'd be like,
I would be on RAM today. Yeah.
Yeah.
But if I could do one thing different, it would be investing my money more wisely, because I didn't have the team. Again, I just went to a bank that just got me a mortgage.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah.
So if I had a team like we do, I would have definitely taken my money and put into several properties to have more
I love that.
appreciation.
Yeah, because I think we often, also culturally, I think we're taught that
you hit
it's
it around the
bad.
money, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and CMHC is bad. Like
So many people
Yeah.
think like that.
oh my god, you
Like,
know how many
so
people
many
told
people
me,
are just
why are you
trying to
paying the
have their own
CMHC insurance?
How many immigrants? we have
I
here?
think
Yeah.
I think that mentality makes sense if it's like your own property and you're kind of done. Like you're
Yeah.
not trying to grow
It
your.
depends what your goals are.
portfolio,
Depends what your
right?
goals are.
But how
Yeah.
good is it if you had $100,000? Okay, our parents, what would they say? Go buy a $500K house.
Yeah,
Don't pay the insurance.
yeah.
Don't.
But
don't.
is why is this?
Okay,
I tell
but
you
what
what.
I would say is
You tell
you
them.
buy it with $50K, you
Yep.
put 10% down. A year or two later, you rent this place out. You go to the bank. You say, "Hey, I'm renting my place
Or
out.
your mortgage broker?
Or sorry, it was a hypothetical
Yeah, I
scenario.
know.
It
I
was
just
just
gotta
purely
correct you. I just gotta
hypothetical.
correct you. We'll
Just
edit that.
pretend.
We'll just
You
edit
go
that
to a
out.
lender, not a lender, but it does matter. And then you kind of say, hey, I want to buy another property and rent the first one out.
Yeah.
Would you approve me? I've been there
100%.
for 2 years or whatever.
And by putting 10%, your insurance premium is what, like 17 grand? 18
It
grand?
depends.
On
It
that
depends
house?
on the price, but if
So
you
it
put
depends
10% down, you're paying 3.1% of the mortgage amount that gets added onto your mortgage. But you can't think like that. Oh, this amount got added on. You gotta look at long term. Okay, I invested 10% of the money I have, but now I have another 10% that instead of paying out, so I can save, let's say,
The
on a
interest.
$500,000 house, you pay, let's say, $10,000 gets
Yep.
added on, which actually $15,000 that gets added on. You're saying, all right, I'm putting this money into another property, right? The problem is we never learned finances in school, right? And it blows my mind when I got in this industry. We never learned finances, like having clients that are lawyers and doctors. We never got
Because they don't want us to know these things.
they didn't. Well, they just didn't think it was important to learn this. I don't conspiracy theory.
No, they
didn't
know
think
it's
it was
important, and
important.
That's why they're not teaching.
They
us.
didn't think it was important. Maybe
Yeah.
conspiracy theory, maybe, but they didn't think it was important for us to learn this. And like, I think that's where we come in, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give Omar a I can't even say the word compliment for a
You
second.
say it.
He knows his finance side. This is why he's become so successful in
It's
the
about
real
all he
estate.
knows.
No, I can't make eye contact when I say it. He knows his stuff. Eye contact. He said.
Thank
my,
you, yeah.
my point being was like it's only 15 grand and you do it on both properties, but what those two properties together end up making you on the equity
It's gonna be a lot
is
more.
gonna outweigh that
100%.
that
Yeah.
anyway
100%.
that upfront cost that you don't even pay upfront.
Exactly.
It's wrapped into
Like
your
you
mortgage.
essentially instead of $100K, you bought $500,000 worth of assets. You now have $100K, which you bought $1 million worth of assets plus an extra cost of $30,000.
Yep.
So $1,030,000 is. But with the $100K, you got much more. So if the property values go up even 5%,
well, let's say 50K each property, right?
well, even
You're
5%,
up-
yeah, you're just up 50,000 per year
Yeah.
on the whole portfolio. Whereas with that same 5%, you would have been up 25K. So within the first year, you're making your money back anyways.
Mhm.
Like let's say the market goes up 5%.
Yeah.
And then now you are building equity on both sides, and your payments are the same anyways they're marginally different. They're probably going to be $400 or $500 difference.
I think when it comes down to it, you gotta just strategize. You have to look at the numbers and determine what your goals are too. And this is when we come in, right?
Yeah.
Like me, I'm all about Excel sheets. He loves Excel sheets.
Yeah, he
Love
does.
it. Yeah.
But
PowerPoints.
it's one thing to just sit there and talk about numbers. He loves PowerPoints, but it's
Yeah.
one thing to sit down and talk about numbers.
So
But when
good
you
at it.
see it in front of you
yeah.
and you see the projections, we usually go based on a conservative appreciation of 3 to 5%. You put 10% down on a property. And you say, okay, I'm going to save this, live in the property for a year, and then maybe I end up renting it out and moving into another property.
Yeah.
And then you see the numbers based on the other 10%, even the CMHC or default insurance that's added on. It might still make more sense not to put all the money in the one property, which is what I did in my first investment that I wish I could have done differently.
So I totally went the 5% route on my first investment.
You trying to say you were smarter than me?
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely. I don't think the viewership
Oh,
is just going to make that decision
We'll
themselves.
see how many views you get.
He
for
wears
this, eh?
glasses, bro. Of course he's smarter than you.
He's got glasses.
Oh.
He's got like props today. He
What's
just brought a
this
bunch.
guy?
Did you bring any food?
Yeah, because I'm getting hungry.
He's got. Is that a gun?
I got you. I bought chips. Look, that's my gun. That's my gun.
Like he's got a Nerf gun. It's the other way around.
Yo, I'll bring it out when you ask me.
Why?
Oh my god, this guy.
We have the same
guy's
glasses.
Not the same ones.
It's
I
the
love how he
same
brought
one.
out his props as we're like finishing this whole thing. We're trying to wrap up here and
Do you have
have
anything
lunch,
else?
bro. I'm hungry.
I have some chips. The whole plan was every time Omar talks to shake this,
Yeah.
and then every time Omar talks, we eat chips.
You
You didn't even bring us a fresh bag of chips.
I didn't, man. I couldn't stop by. I was trying to get you guys coffee.
Oh, is that
You were
what it is?
trying.
I was trying to get you guys coffee, but he never replied.
To get himself coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They said
the line
no,
was
we
too
only have
big.
enough for one drink.
Do we have the same glasses? Seriously?
Yeah, but
Honestly,
yours
what a
have
horrible
bill.
chocolate bar of all the chocolate.
know.
I know
bars
they're pretty
that
on
have.
sale.
That's why he brought
That's why
them.
he probably left over from Halloween.
It's all
Yeah.
sugar, man. These ones. You know what's the best chocolate bar?
Which one?
Coffee crisp. Ooh,
Coffee Crisp is bomb, yeah.
that's what I'm talking about. We didn't
What's
rehearse
up?
this. That's the best chocolate.
What's up? Yo, it's so
Before
good.
we
Even my
started
son likes
recording,
it.
they rehearsed this.
Yeah.
bar. No, you know
My
I like it a bit
4-year-old
more
son.
now because
Didn't
of that.
rehearse this, and me and Omar didn't talk about this shirt before.
we didn't.
Yeah, no accident.
It was. Why didn't you get the memo? Don't shoot me.
What'd you say?
They shoot in.
What'd you say?
you can't tap on the table.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you just
gotta lay the. I'm just gonna leave this here for now.
What?
Okay.
I'll do it.
And just cock you back.
Run away.
Just cock you back. Gotta cock him back.
Oh no!
Gotta
Cock
cock
it,
it
cock it, do it. Don't cock it.
Oh, we got him.
All right, and that's the end of the episode,
all
folks.
Yeah.
That's it.
Wrap it up.
Do one more. I'll bring the gun out. Keep going. Talks about something. Is
Well,
this it? We got more time?
Yeah, no.
No,
We're
well,
done.
we should-
you already
should-
took us overtime, Maz.
Yeah. So
wanna leave.
You weren't very
we just
serious.
want to say
Thank
thank you
you.
to
Thank
all
you very
our
much.
viewership.
Yeah. Thank you to Maz for joining.
Thanks
you
for
having
being
me,
on
guys.
the-
This
on
was-
the-
This
on the
is
show.
awesome. Can't
Yeah.
wait to be uninvited to the next one.
No, this is
This
one
is
and
it?
done,
Okay,
bro.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
we have
this
a
is-
long wait.
We have
list
other
of-
mortgage brokers we want to talk to.
Better ones.
Oops.
Guys, you guys remember RAM? Did you already forget RAM?
Sorry, what's that?
Real last million?
Yeah, I've already got the paperwork ready
Okay,
to
cool.
go.
Ready?
Don't
I
worry.
sent
So
you both an
basically,
invite,
basically, thank you for being here, and
Yeah.
I just want to wrap up. I just want to wrap up.
Okay.
Can't bring this guy anywhere.
No,
I know I can't even. I
Okay,
can't
go,
even
go, go,
focus,
go
yeah.
ahead, go ahead.
So thank you for being on Brokeassmillionaires. We really appreciate your we appreciate the business that we do together.
Yep.
I love working with you, and I know these guys love it too.
Oh yeah.
And you know, as a close away segment, I think there's a lot of uncertainty
Yep.
in the market, and having a trusted professional on your end can definitely help. Guys, what the
Get off
fuck?
your phone, man. We're talking.
What the hell are they doing?
Are you looking at Black Friday sales? Because it's
I'll explain later. Okay.
This is the worst.
that was really bad. You want to do it again?
No.
We weren't even saying anything. I was just
I
showing
already-
them
I
something.
listen,
Fucking
listen,
talk,
listen.
bro.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Thanks. Goodbye.
Hey, thank you very much, guys, for having me. This was fun. I'll be following.